Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the French Grand Prix for Formula 1 and Formula 2. But before we get into that, let's talk about the next race, which is at Hungary at Budapest for all three Formula series, F1, F2 and F3. So F3, these are the times. Practice on Friday and qualifying, so both of them will be on a Friday. Practice on Friday, that'll start at 9:30 to 10:15 a.m. And then qualifying on Friday, that will start at 1:30 to, no wait, that's not 1:30, at 3:30 to 4 o'clock. Saturday, they'll start at 11 a.m. and then 11:45, that'll be the sprint race, and the feature race will be on a Sunday. They'll start at 10:05 a.m. to 10:50 a.m. So pretty early times for F3. F2 now. Free practice and qualifying both on a Friday. Practice will start at 10:40 to 11:25 a.m. and then qualifying that'll start at 6:30 to 7 o'clock. Right, that'll be pretty late now. Think about it. What the heck? Anyways, sprint race on Saturday, that'll start at 6 o'clock to 6:45, and then Sunday will be the feature race. That'll start at 11:45 to 12:35. And then finally for Formula 1, July 29th, I think that is a Friday. That'll be on FP1 and FP2. That'll start at 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. FP2 that'll start at 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. FP3 and qualifying that'll be on a Saturday on July 30th. That'll start at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Qualifying that will start at 4 o'clock to 5. 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And then the race on July 31st on a Sunday, that'll start at 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Let's have a look at the results for the F2 weekend at France. So first start off with the sprint race, and that was won by Liam Lawson. Then Jihan Deruvela and Felipe Drugovich ran out the podium. Then for the top 10, we got Jack Doohan, Frederic Vesti, Amamu Owasa, Teo Porcher, Logan Sargent, Marina Sato, and David Beckman ran out the top 10. And for the other finishes, we have Yuri Vips, Dennis Hauger, Callum Williams, Marcus Armstrong, Sembol Kabasi, Roy Nassani, Clement Novalak, and Oli Caldwell ran out the Class 5 finishes. For the feature race, that was won by Amamu Owasa, then Teo Porcher and Frederic Vesti ran out the podium. Then we have in fourth place Felipe Drugovich, Jack Doohan, Liam Lawson, Jihan Deruvela, Clement Novalak, Roy Nassani, and Enzo Fittipaldi ran out the top 10. Then for the other Class 5 finishers, we have Callum Williams, Yuri Vips, Ollie Codwell, David Beckman, Amaru Cordell, Dennis Halger, and Richard Verschoor ran out the top 17 and the Class 5 finishes. So let's have a look at the driver settings for F2 coming to Hungary, which will be the mid-season break for all of the Formula series. So for a while, there will not be any Formula 1 content for a bit. But I'll just do the top 10 for this, just to make it a bit easier. So Felipe Drugovich still has a massive lead over Teo Porcher. Then there's Logan Sargent, Jihan Deruvela, Liam Lawson, Jack Doohan, Enzo Fittipaldi, and Frederic Vesti, Amamu Owasa, and Marcus Armstrong ran out the top 10. So that's F2 all done. Let's now have a look at Formula 1, and that was won by Max Verstappen. Wow, who saw that coming? No one saw that coming. In second place, though, is Lewis Hamilton after finishing second place in his 300th career start in Formula 1. Then George Russell, Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Lando Norris, Esteban Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo, and last year ran out the top 10. Then we got Sebastian Vettel, Pierre Gasly, Alexander Albon, Valtteri Bottas, Mick Schumacher, Zhou Guan Yu, and then Nicholas Latifi, Kevin Magnussen, Charles Leclerc, and Yuki Tsunoda. Yes, Charles Leclerc once again. I mean, it was actually his fault this time. Well, actually, it was his fault. Actually, it wasn't the team's fault. It was actually his fault. Because he spun out. It was like after the chicane. It was a straight after the chicane, entering the corner. I can't remember what turn it was. I'll be honest, but you know what I mean. He spun out, and the only thing I can remember is just him screaming out "no." Obviously, if you have seen the radio. Have they even actually released the radio video? I'm not too sure, but obviously it's up in social media, so you can definitely see it. But it was very heartbreaking. I'm not even a Ferrari fan, and that was heartbreaking to hear Leclerc's distress no, but he crashed out. I do feel really bad for him, but hopefully he can bounce back at Hungary. But it'll be very hard though because Verstappen is on a charge. For the stuff that happened, oh yeah, Sainz also got fastest lap of the race and Zhou received a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. So stuff that happened early lap 1, Ocon makes contact with Tsunoda. Tsunoda spins out. Lap 18, there's Leclerc spinning and hitting the wall. Lap 21 to 41, Sainz begins his charge from pitting. So I think he pitted in the VSC when Leclerc spun out and crashed. He pitted, and he was like up to like third place at some point, but he had to pit again. But luckily, a VSC occurred because Zhou Guanyu stopped at the side of the track. I think it was just an engine issue, just reliability. On lap 51, at the end of the VSC, Perez got caught napping by Russell. Russell passed him for the podium or for third place. I don't know what the hell Perez was doing, but he was just napping. He was just taking it easy. In lap 53, Verstappen wins. Who saw that coming? No one, because we already knew that Ferrari or even Leclerc was going to screw himself over, and it was the latter. It was Leclerc screwing himself over. So with that out of the way, and obviously driver of the day was Carlos Sainz after two heroic, two heroic drives from pitting to finish in 5th place, which is still really good. Let's now have a look at the driver's standings. Obviously, Max Verstappen has a massive lead over Charles Leclerc. He's definitely looking like he's going to win his 2nd championship. Oh boy. Then in 3rd place, Sergio Perez and Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, Esteban Ocon, Valtteri Bottas, and Fernando Alonso round out the top 10. And for the rest, we have Kevin Magnussen, Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, Sebastian Vettel, Mick Schumacher, Yuki Tsunoda, Zhou Guanyu, Lance Stroll, Alexander Albon, Nicholas Latifi, and Nico Hülkenberg round out all of the 2022 drivers. Just a reminder that the next race it will be at the Hungaroring for Formula 1, Formula 2, and Formula 3. And obviously this will be the last race of this first half of the season. And then, I think it was like in August, I think it is. Is it in August? Then in August, late August, will be the Belgian Grand Prix for Spa, which is rumored to might be getting axed. But we'll have to wait and see if that is true or not. But that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.